Good evening, social media, and man, oh man, what an evening it is. Man, it's time for UFC 303 to get underway. But I should let y'all know, hmm, uh, wow. Anyways, I should let y'all know, disclaimer, full disclaimer, um, camera is not going to be on the USC fight tonight. It is just going to be on me and me only. The reason why is because, hey, last time I had the camera on me, I believe it was the Titans versus Bengals, and the last time I featured that football game, unfortunately, I got put in Facebook jail. But you can already count on the fact that I'm gonna provide commentary. So we we are live for UFC 303. Let's get fucking into it. Aside from that, aside from that, oh oh man, we are gonna be doing a 2-for-1 special. What I mean by that is we are going to be doing a oh, yikes. Anyways, we are going to be doing a 2-for-1 special. What I mean by that is I'm going to be providing a UFC live stream, and on top of that I will be doing the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show that you will find on social media. And at the end of this episode and of this live stream, you will know whose game this is, with everybody saying no mercy sports. So I'm sorry. Mm. All right. Well, let's get it. Let's get underway for UFC 303. We got Alex Pereira, the dude that has knocked out um Israel Adesanya. Um and Alex Pereira goes up against a dude I ain't even gonna lie, I don't know his name, but this dude does know how to do the splits, and if you've seen him, well, uh, it hurts you too. That's all I gotta say about that. Man, oh man. Mm. This is sure to be an awesome episode of not only of No Mercy Sports, but this is sure to be an awesome live stream of UFC 303. So without further ado, let's get right fucking into it.
Can stop me now.
Oh God, ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing better than the intro that I provide. Ah, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. The New York Yankees, baby. The greatest team of all time, and it's not even close, baby. Oh, God. But we are just underway with UFC 303. And yeah,
Can stop me now.
all right, so let's get into today's episode. UFC 303 is currently in a what do you call it? A commercial break, but like I said, we are here to provide um some of the things that should have been talked about, but don't get talked about enough. Now, one of the things that don't get talked about enough is the NHL. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Florida Panthers are the Stanley Cup champions for the first time in franchise motherfucking history. And what a Stanley Cup Finals it was. The Panthers obviously jumped out to a 3-0 lead. However, in the next 3 games, they would find themselves, or the Oilers would outscore them 18-5, and they would force a game 7. I mean, man, what a series it was. The fact that the Oilers forced a game 7, in my opinion, really says a lot. They were mm, they were such a good team. They were really on the verge of winning the Stanley Cup. That's it. They were on the verge of winning the Stanley Cup. However, that did not fucking happen. I will say this though. The Panthers, when it came to game 7, they went back to the one thing that not only got them back to the Stanley Cup Finals, but made sure that they got to back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals appearances, and that thing was defense. Y'all can say what you want, but at the end of the day, I mean, um, anyways, um, at the end of the day, the Panthers really did what they needed to do, and that was play defense. And it obviously got them to back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals appearances. Not only that, but it also got them their first Stanley Cup championship in franchise history. So the the real question is, did Florida overlook Edmonton when they went up 3-0, or did Edmonton kind of just, get their groove together and force a game 7? I'll say this. I think that Florida was overlooking Edmonton, and that was really much of the reason why Edmonton forced a game 7. Um, but like I said, like I said though, Florida, they really played defense, and obviously it showed. Um, Obviously it showed why that they are the current Stanley Cup champions, and yeah. um yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so we're gonna go back to UFC right now. Looks like Michael Venom Page from London, England is in the UFC. Really? I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting MVP to be a fighter in the UFC. But looks like we got a comment. Let's see what it is. Yeah. Um, like I said, it's crazy that Michael Venom Page is currently in the UFC because he was tearing shit up when oh god. I want to say when he was in, oh my god, what was it? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh my god. Not Impact. Definitely not Impact. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, it was mm, oh god, this is fucking killing me right now. Oh god. No, it's not Impact. Definitely not Impact. Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, Nick Diaz fought in it. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick. Hang on. Hang the friggin' hell on. Hold up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, no. MMA record. UFC. Strike Force. That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So MVP coming over from Strike Force. Man. All right. Back to back wins, a 10-time world kickboxing champion, and 13 wins by knockout. Man, when I say this man is devastating, you best believe he is devastating. Sorry, Pavel. What? What? What are you talking about right now? I honestly don't know. Anyways, so MVP has taken his place in the cage right now. He is feeling himself. Man, this is sure to be a great fight. Somebody is sure to get knock the living fucking hell out. Looks like his opponent is making his way to the ring. So Ian McAdoo Gary. That's all I gotta say about that. He is from Ireland, so no doubt about the fact that he has trained under Conor friggin' McGregor. So this is sure to be a war. Both guys are gonna be coming out the box fucking swinging. All right. So right now he is currently in the box, about to get patted down. The reason that they get patted down, mostly is due to the fact that it's like, hey, we want to make sure that you don't have any weapons on you. You know what I'm saying? Well, aside from that, they want to make sure the trainer wants to make sure that they put Vaseline on them, and so the punch just kind of glides off them, if that makes sense. So, all right. So props to watch. McAdoo to win by knockout or TKO is plus 400. Page to win is, I believe, 350, maybe 400. Not 100. I'm not 100% sure. But we got both fighters in the ring right freaking now. Like I said, full disclaimer. Full disclaimer. The video is not going to be on the UFC fight. All right. The video is going to be on the moneymaker that is right here and is presented right in front of you. All right. I'm not trying to get him. I'm not trying to be put in social media jail. All right. Anyways, so we got a welterweight bout. Wow. MVP, 37 years old, both 6'3". I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Ain't nobody does it better than Bruce Buffer. Let's see what we got here. Was a famous right winger for the Florida Panthers. Back in the early 2000s, Roberto Luongo. Oh, Luongo. Makes sense. Makes sense. The name Roberto Luongo does sound familiar. Oh God, why do I feel like he played for the Oh God, why do I feel like he played for the Rangers, Devils, fucking somebody. You know what I mean? He played for an East Coast team. All right. So the opponent, wow. MVP is going up against is 14 and 0, 6'3", 170 pounds, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, in McAdoo Gary. Man, this is sure to be a fucking good one. Man, but I'll say this. If MVP somehow wins this, which again really wouldn't be surprised if MVP won this, it really speaks volume of the kind of fighter that he is. You know what I'm saying? Lungu played for Canucks, Panthers. Oh God. Why am I getting the sense that he played for? Ah, God. I'm getting the sense that he played for other teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the feeling that he essentially played around the NHL. You know? All right. MVP coming out the gates blasting. Doing what he did in fucking Strike Force. It's not too surprising. McAdoo Gary. He's essentially what is it? He's essentially playing Dancing with the Stars UFC edition. MVP. Yeah, MVP. Doing what he needs to do, making sure that he gets octagon control. Oh! McAdoo Gary gets a takedown. Uh, oh, here we go. All right, MVP. Oh, looked like he was gonna get up, but McAdoo Gary took him down almost immediately. The second that MVP's feet touched the ground. Wow. McAdoo Gary got MVP up against the cage. MVP trying to get out of it. Gary, whatever you're gonna do, you better do it now. Otherwise, looks like Gary is gonna get MVP's back. Yeah, he got his back. He's got a body triangle. Oh, looks like Ian McAdoo Gary is gonna go for a what do you call it? Oh, he's got a rear naked choke. He's going for a rear naked choke. He's got it locked in. Oh my God. MVP. Oh my God. Michael Venom Page really looks like he's about to tap out right now. Ah, Jesus. Oh my God. Wow. Michael Venom Page avoids a rear naked choke from Ian McAdoo Gary. Both of them throwing hands. McAdoo Gary still got the body triangle locked in right now. McAdoo Gary is still trying to make sure that he gets the rear naked choke locked in. Obviously, MVP making sure that it doesn't get locked in. Wow, what a ground game right now. Oh. All right, so Michael Venom Page is trying to push off of the cage right now. Might not have been the best play. Yeah, looks like Ian McAdoo Gary is still trying to go for the rear naked choke. MVP is still trying to defend against it. Jesus. Poor defense, if you ask me. Oh my God. Yeah, McAdoo Gary is throwing some haymakers right now. Are you kidding me? And that is the that is the end of round one. Wow. Wow. MVP, if you are gonna do something right now, you might as well do it come the second round because that was terrible. Oh dear Lord. Yeah. Look at I'll tell you what, look at Ian McAdoo Gary's corner. I mean, this dude really looks like he is ready to go for another 4 or 5 rounds. MVP, man, oh man. You best be ready for what's about to come. Yeah, I just Ian McAdoo Gary. Or I'm sorry. Michael Venom Page. You best be ready for what's about to come, my guy. Don't be I wouldn't be surprised if Ian McAdoo Gary went for the fucking takedown. Oh, so MVP lands a good right hook on McAdoo Gary. McAdoo Gary still standing. MVP still trying to find that good right hand. All right, so looks like we got ourselves in a standoff right now. MVP, why? Why? Why would you drop your hands, MVP? Why? Oh, okay. Fucking McAdoo Gary ate that right hand from MVP. But seriously, Michael Venom Page, why would you drop your hands like that? Why would you look like a dumbass right now? You can try and throw that right haymaker all you want, but more than likely it's not gonna land. Good high kick from Ian McAdoo Gary. I'll tell you what, mm, I really hate these mm, what is it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Michael Venom Page is a awesome fighter, but at the same time, it's like, bro, the more times that you drop your hands and the more times that you make yourself vulnerable, the more times you're more than likely gonna fucking lose. All right, McAdoo Gary got MVP pressed up against the cage, throws a knee, take him down, man, take him down, take him down, Gary, take him down. Yeah, like for real, what is this? Dancing with the Stars UFC edition? Uh-oh. McAdoo Gary throws a high knee to MVP. MVP trying to go for the takedown, but McAdoo Gary. Oh, okay. MVP gets the takedown. Let go of the cage, MVP. Let go of the cage. Oh, Ian McAdoo Gary with a heel lock right now. Ooh, and MVP finds a way out of it. Wow. Wow. How the hell he found a way out of it, I honestly don't know. We got ourselves our fight, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a fucking fight. Oh, God. MVP. Why? For the most part of the fight, would you put your hands down? I understand why you would put your hands down, but why? Like, for real. If what a high knee by Michael Venom Page. And he throws a left hand. I'm sorry. I thought he threw a right, but it turns out that he threw a left. We got ourselves a fight going into the end of round number 2. Wow, what a fight. All right. Third and final round. Third and final round, and here we go. Wow, what a fight it has been. I mean, both guys have been swinging since the start of the fight. MVP, wow. Really excited to see the fact that he's been called up from Strike Force to the UFC. I mean, Paige, what are you doing? Why are you dropping your hand? Okay. McAdoo Gary, man, you talk about what is it? Um, oh my God, you talk about start to the UFC 303 pay per view, man. Oh man, looks like Michael Venom Page got exactly what he was looking for. And if you want to if you want to watch UFC 303, be sure to click the link in the description of this video and be sure to click the link that says DSTV hosting. Okay, that's all you need to do. I mean, it really provides step by step instructions to provide the TV service on your phone, for crying out loud. So, right now it looks like Michael Venom Page has top control. Uh Ian McAdoo Gary is doing what he can to make sure that he can score some points right now. In the judges' eyes, but it looks like MVP is going to walk away with the win. Why? Because he is asserting himself, and obviously he is making sure that he has top control right now. Gary, I mean this was a good it was a good fight. Not even gonna lie, it was a good fight, but unfortunately, MVP is doing what he does best, and that is making sure that he secures the motherfucking win. We got 2 minutes left in the third and final round. Uh-oh. McAdoo Gary trying to go for a takedown. MVP, obvious. Okay. MVP defense, but it looks like McAdoo Gary trying to go for a rear naked choke. Looks like he's trying to go for a oh god, what is it called? Um, he's trying to make sure that he goes for the oh my god, who was that fighter? Oh, he's trying to go for the Matt Hughes standing rear naked choke. Matt Hughes, that's who it was. Oh, MVP defending well. Uh, I mean, come on, bounce his head off the canvas. Like, look, I get it. The UFC is about protecting people, but I mean, come on. We got 45 seconds left in the third round. Uh, Ian McAdoo Gary is trying to go for the rear naked choke, but he is not getting it. MVP is defending it beautifully right now. Jesus, what the hell kind of body lock is that? Ian McAdoo Gary got something on Michael Venom Page, but 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of the third and final round. McAdoo Gary, I don't know what you're thinking right now, but you didn't win. Well, might have won. Might have won. I'm not even gonna lie. Beautiful left leg kick from MVP and a beautiful takedown from Ian McAdoo Gary. Um, mm, yeah, and McAdoo Gary looking for the rear naked choke. Beautiful combination from Michael Venom Page. Another beautiful combination right there. Yep. Very good transition of getting the bag from McAdoo Gary. Looks like he was trying to get the rear naked choke on Michael Venom Page, but MVP just was not biting. This was an awesome fight to start off UFC 303. This was an awesome fight. Yeah. I love it. Hey, I love it. Both fighters are doing some friendly trash talking right now between the two of them. I love it. All right. And with the end of the third round, we go to Bruce Buffer for a decision. All right. All three judges scored the bout 29-28 with the winner by unanimous decision. Wow. The winner by unanimous decision is Ian McAdoo Gary. Wow. I really thought that Michael Venom Page had this fight won, but obviously McAdoo Gary really showed why he wanted this win. And when you look back at it, it is what it is. And obviously we have to go to Joe Rogan. All right. So right now we are currently in the post fight interview of the first fight right now. We are going to a commercial break and we will be back. So,
Nobody can stop me now. 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 Nobody can stop me now.
all right, and we are back with UFC 303, but we got a few other things that we need to talk about right now. Um, one of which Uh, hang on. So, over the course of the last 7 years, the there have been 4 teams that have won the Stanley Cup Finals. There have been 4 teams that have won their first ever Stanley Cup motherfucking Finals. Um, Having said that, the Panthers became the 4th team to win their first ever Stanley Cup championship. Who are the other 3 teams? If you want to put your answers in the comments, go ahead because I already know the who the other 3 teams are. I'll say that much. But we're gonna move on. Look, anyways, if you know who the other 3 teams are that won their first ever Stanley Cup championship, obviously let it be known in the comments. But I will say this: call me crazy, but usually when a team wins their coveted sports championship MVP, shouldn't the finals MVP be given to the the winning team? Now don't get me wrong, Connor McDavid is a hell of a player and has multiple Stanley Cups in his future. But the fact that he was on the losing team but somehow won the Conn Smith, aka the Stanley Cup playoffs MVP, is just mind-boggling. All right? Yes. The oh god. Yes, the Oilers outscored the Panthers in games 4, 5, and 6, 18-5. All right? That makes sense. That makes perfect and total sense. But I will say this. The way that Sergei Bobrovsky played throughout the entirety of the playoffs should have been more than enough for the NHL to be like, hey, you know what? This dude deserves the Conn Smith Trophy. But it really had to go to Connor McDavid, who obviously the NHL is clearly protecting. The NHL really decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna give it to Connor McDavid. Not only the fact that he passed, not only the fact that he passed. Oh God, who was it? He passed. Oh my God. Not only the fact that he passed Wayne Gretzky in assists during the playoffs, but God forbid he was showing that uh he was one of one when it came to the Stanley Cup playoffs. God forbid Sergei Bobrovsky was like, "Oh, hey, you know what? Uh I'm going to I'm gonna block nearly every shot that's put in front of me, and on top of that, I'm gonna average uh less than 3 goals against me." Yeah, God forbid. I really think that Sergei Bobrovsky really should have gotten the Conn Smith Trophy over Connor McDavid. Anyways, um, that's not the point right now. Right now, we got a female fight. We got Mariah Bueno Silva, who is 1 in her last 5 fights, second highest submission attempt rate in the UFC bantamweight women's UFC women's bantamweight history at 2.12 per 15 minutes, and she was awarded the UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series Brazil in week 1. Wow. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead and do your own motherfucking thing. Looks like she's got her nails painted red for a reason. All right, so we got Mariah Bueno Silva and Macy Chiazon, both 32. Chiazon 5'11", Bueno Silva 5'6". Uh, Ain't nobody do it better than Bruce motherfucking Buffer. We got Macy Chiazon, who is 10-3, standing at 5'11", weighing in at 135 and 1/2 pounds. Oh my god, this is sure to be a good one right now. I'll tell you what. All right. And her opponent fighting out of the right corner, holding a professional record of 10 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, standing 5'6" tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Like I said, ain't nobody does it better than Bruce Buffer. I swear to God, this is sure to be a good one right now. Look, okay, so there is there is, I believe, a soccer tournament going on. I'm not 100% too sure. Um, I think Brazil was one of the teams that was playing. All right, and they touch gloves. All right, you love to see it. You really do. All right. All right. Bueno Silva, obviously showing octagon control. Both women swinging for the fences right now. Oh, a Superman punch from Chiazon. Good left hook from Chiazon. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got ourselves a fucking fight. Don't know much about UFC, but oh god. All right, hang on. Did the Braves win, Andrew? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody got their shit rocked. Let's go to MLB. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Atlanta. I see you. Let's see. Who was pitching? Let's see what the box score was. Hernandez. Wow, I really thought that Jared Jones or even Paul Skeens was going to be the starting pitcher for the motherfucking Pittsburgh Pirates. Jesus, I really didn't think fucking nobody was going to be the starter for the Pittsburgh Pirates. But damn, hey, I'll say this: a win is a win for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, Max Fried. Max Fried. Okay. So he was the starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. But hey, like I said, a win is a win for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, Skeens did start. Okay. That's interesting. I might have to retake a look at the box score. But damn, the fact that the Atlanta Braves got a win over Paul Skeens. Wow, that is very impressive. That really puts the Atlanta Braves within shouting distance of the Philadelphia Phillies. Wow. Um, things things are really starting to tighten up in the NL East. I mean, look, yeah, the Braves are. God. Oh! Oh! Sorry, I went back to the fight right now. Chiazon landed a beautiful left hook, landing some knees. We got a knee exchange between Bueno Silva and Chiazon right now. Oh! Oh, we got an exchange that's going on right now. I love it. Bueno Silva trying to go for the takedown on Chiazon. Chiazon defending the takedown beautifully. Um. Anyways, let's go back to the Atlanta Braves. All right. Let's go back to them. I believe they are. Last I saw, I think they were 7, 8 games out of first place behind Philadelphia. But look, let's not sleep on the New York Mets or the Washington Nationals. Yeah, they're both teams are 13, maybe 14 games out of first place. But I mean, man, it is anybody's ball game in the NL East. But man, let's talk about the AL East. The Orioles right now, they really have a chance to overtake first place right now. If I'm not mistaken, if they have taken, if they have overtaken first place in the AL East, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Everybody from the Red Sox down is essentially battling for third place at this point. All right, but we are going into round number 2 between Bueno Silva and Chiazon, and both fighters come out swinging. Jesus, Mary and freaking Joseph. Oh, Chiazon with the takedown. Bueno Silva landing some elbows from the bottom position. Uh-oh. Ooh. Bueno Silva is busted open. You love to see something like that. Kalenic hit a leadoff home. Oh, okay. Damn. Okay. So the Braves won the series against The the Pittsburgh Pirates, wow. I'll say this. Aside from oh god, who was it? Aside from the Cincinnati Reds, the Pittsburgh Pirates are definitely a team in the NL Central that I really see as a sleeper team. Another team that I see as a sleeper team in the National League is the Washington Nationals. Oh my god, though. We got to go back to this fight. Bueno Silva is busted wide the freaking hell open. She is on doing what she needs to do, trying to score some points, throwing leg kicks. But Bueno Silva is just I'm a you know what? I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna lay on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Get your stupid ass up, Bueno Silva. All right, so we looks like we got a timeout because Bueno Silva is busted wide the freaking hell open. It is, ooh, God. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight. Oh, she's making sure that they don't stop this fight. She's looking at the audience, making sure that this fight does not get stopped. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is determination. That is how you go into this fight. Yeah, fuck the blood. Let's go. Oh, they're calling the fight. They're calling the fight because she can. Bueno Silva cannot see. The blood is dripping into her right eye. Oh my god! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Bueno Silva is going over to Dana White right now, like, hey, make sure this doesn't happen again. I can see out of my eye right now that the blood is dripping down into. That's a fighter. That is a definite motherfucking fighter. I mean, honestly, in moments like that, you hate to see how um the results end up, but it is what it is, all right? Oh, yeah. Chiazon landed a oh my god. That was a hell of an elbow from Chiazon on Bueno Silva. Wow. 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 No. Makes sense. It makes sense why the ref. Oh! Motherfucking St. Michael. That that's not a cut. That is a oh my god. Hey, hell of an elbow, girl. Hell of an elbow, but oh god. That oh god. Jesus. Girl, you are gonna need stitches. Oh god. Yeah, girl, you gonna need some motherfucking stitches. Forget one or two, you're gonna need 25 to fucking 30. Jesus. My God. That was like a Brock Lesnar elbow to Randy Orton. Are you kidding me? Oh, Shason. Okay. Hey, look, I'm going off of what I can read. All right. We got some stars out on. We got some stars out tonight. We got Donald Cowboy Cerrone, the number 2 fighter in the world, Charles Oliveira, the number 6 fighter in the world, Michael Chandler, and the number 3 fighter in the world, Justin Gaethje, the former interim UFC lightweight motherfucking champion. Hey, look, Andrew. There is there's a dude I follow on social media, or more specifically TikTok. His social media, or his TikTok name, is Polka Dot. And he was like, hey, here are the teams that I think shouldn't be in the SEC anymore. I commented saying, hey, I'd rather see Vanderbilt's football team out of the SEC rather than Mississippi State. But the dude really had the audacity to be like, hey, you know what? No, the SEC really needs Vanderbilt's baseball team. Can you fucking believe that motherfucking shit? Chris says, my motherfucking ass. My ass. I will bet my next paycheck that Notre Dame has a better record in the 2024-2025 motherfucking season than Vanderbilt does. I will even bet that Auburn has a better record in the 2024-2025 fucking season than Vanderbilt does. I will even bet that Penn motherfucking State has a better record than Vanderbilt in the 2024-2025 motherfucking season. But Chris ain't ready for that kind of conversation yet. He's not ready for it. He ain't ready for it. Why? Because he is so obsessed with the fact that, oh, hey, you know what? We have 2 quarterbacks that are coming in that each quarterback has one, count them, one SEC road team or road win against an SEC team But hey, it's not like that they're gonna go into the SEC full time, you know, because for so long Vanderbilt has sucked in the SEC. And when it comes time for football season, it wouldn't be too surprising when Vanderbilt sucks once again in the SEC because they are in the powerhouse of the college conference. All right. Oh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The only way that Vanderbilt has a winning record is if Chris is playing NCAA college football 25. That is the only way that Vanderbilt will see a winning record. But for now, they are currently playing in the SEC. They are going up against Mississippi State, fucking Georgia, Alabama, Auburn. Now this person can make all the arguments in the world. Oh, well, you know what? Auburn is 22, 21, and 2 all time against uh Auburn is 22, 21, and 2 against or all time against um Vanderbilt. But I'll tell you what, Auburn has at least seen and won a national championship this side of the fucking century. What has Vanderbilt won? Huh? Don't worry, I'll fucking wait. What has Vanderbilt won since two fucking thousand? Go ahead. I'll wait. And take your time. I'm out early. But we got another fight coming up. So yeah. All right. So all right. So if you made your comments known in the if you made your comments known in the comment section about, Connor McDavid winning the Smythe Trophy, obviously, I really think that Sergei Bobrovsky should have won the Conn Smythe Trophy. Yes, yeah. If your only argument is the fact that he and the Panthers got outscored 18-5 in games 4, 5, and 6, you already lost the argument before it even began. Because I really think that Sergei Bobrovsky should have won the Conn Smythe Trophy, but yeah, let's give it to Connor McDavid because of the fact that he passed Wayne Gretzky in fucking assists. But yeah, so hang on a sec. Oof. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Hang on. Hang the friggin' hell on. Schedule. All right. So last week I went over the top 25 teams and how they would perform. Um, Now there were quite a few teams that there were quite a few teams that like they may drop out of the top 25. Obviously oh god, SMU, I really could see the fact that they stay in the top 25, but let's go to a team like the Tulane Green Wave. Southeast Louisiana, obviously they get the win. Kansas State, I think they get the win. Oklahoma, they take a loss. Louisiana, I think they get the win. South Florida, I think South Florida gets the win. University Alabama, Birmingham, I think Birmingham gets the win. Um, mm, God, so many teams on this schedule that really look like they could have a breakout season. All right, so Rice, obviously, Tulane gets the win. North Texas, I think, takes Tulane gets the win as well. Charlotte, another win. Temple, I think Temple gets the win. Navy, God, I think Navy gets the win as well. Or I'm sorry, I think Navy gets the win. And to close things out, I think Memphis gets the win. So Tulane is definitely a team to watch. See what we got here. I do have an Xbox. Ooh, okay. Okay. UAB. I don't know. Hey, look, Andrew, certain teams, they're gonna have their they're gonna have certain days where they get the win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'm so used to the fact that Temple is that kind of beat up team, but don't take anything away from Temple. Why? Because man, just there's certain times where Temple is just too good, you know? How? How? Please tell me how. All right? Look at some of these schedules for some of these teams and tell me how. South Carolina has a better chance. Why in the freaking hell would I argue against facts? All right? Why? Why would I argue against the fact that South Carolina has a better chance of beating Clemson than UAB has a better chance of beating Tulane? I really think that UAB has a better chance of beating Tulane. I'm not I'm not taking anything away against from South Carolina. Why? Because I really think that obviously they're gonna fucking beat Clemson. Oh shit, Jelly Rolls in attendance for UFC 303. Anyways, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get to UFC 303 in a bit. But what I'm saying is I think that University Alabama Birmingham has a really good chance of beating Tulane. That's just my opinion. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here and jump on here, all right? Jump on here, my man. Hey, look, I'll say this. University of Alabama Birmingham, they are a constant slept on football team, all right? That's how I see it. Look, I'll say this. I have more faith in Alabama Birmingham in beating Tulane than I do Vanderbilt winning 6 motherfucking games this season. And I dare you to change my mind. I dare you to change my motherfucking mind, Andrew. All right? I dare you to change my mind. Why? Because I know for a fact that Alabama Birmingham is going to get a win at some point during their season. Then Vanderbilt will getting 6 wins this motherfucking season. And it's not even close. I dare you to tell me I'm fucking high on that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. Like I said, I think Alabama Birmingham has a better chance getting a win over Tulane. Albeit Tulane really hasn't been that type of team for so long. But Alabama Birmingham, well, they're due for a win sometime soon. But I'll take a Alabama Birmingham win over a Vanderbilt 6-game win season any day of the freaking fucking week. And it's not even close. All right. You'll have to excuse me. We are in a light heavyweight battle between Smith and. I'm not even going to attempt to fucking nuke that shit. See, this is the thing that I love about light heavyweights. Yeah, they're fast, but they pack a motherfucking punch. Guys, what the hell's going on? What the hell? I would have made sure that something I would have made sure that this fight stays fucking busy instead of UFC Dancing with the Stars UFC fucking edition. Yeah, no, I'm with the crowd. I'm with the crowd. Fucking boo the fucking shit out of them. Ain't nothing going on in this fight right now, and it's not even close. We are only in the first motherfucking round right now. All right, so that is the end of what seemed like an atrocious round one. But let's go back to college football right now. Let's go to the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. Meet. Sorry, that is a force of habit when it comes to Wile E. Coyote, and obviously, if you grew up in the '90s, obviously Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. But let's see who we got. We got Kennesaw State. I think the Roadrunners get the win over Kennesaw State. Texas State. Uh, hmm. That'll be an interesting game. But I think Texas State gets the win. Unfortunately, look, San Antonio, as much as I want you to get this win over Texas, I think Texas gets the win over you guys. Houston Christian, obviously, y'all are going to get the win over them. East Carolina. Somebody make it make fucking sense, because we have North Carolina and South Carolina. How the hell the Carolinas aren't split up into Eastern, Western, whatever the fuck? Whatever. I think East Carolina gets the win over you. Look, University of Texas San Antonio, love y'all, but I think East Carolina gets the win over you guys, and so does Rice and FAU. However, y'all are gonna get the win over Tulsa. You're gonna take a loss to Memphis, and uh, gonna take a loss to FAU, Tulsa, Memphis, North Texas. Yeah, y'all from FAU down, y'all just gonna take a losing streak. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Of course, it's a bad bet. Why the hell would we bet on the fact that Vanderbilt is actually gonna win 6 motherfucking games? Which team? Which fucking team? Please, 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 please enlighten me. Which team does University of Texas San Antonio motherfucking crush? Because right now, from what I'm looking at, from East Carolina down, they go on a fucking losing streak, and it's not even close. Bring him back. I got the tab open. I got the tab open. All right. I got the tab open on the University of Texas San Antonio's football schedule. Can't wait. Hey, I got you. Oh boy. God, this fight is fucking boring. See, this is one of the reasons why I am doing NCAA football expectations. This fight is fucking boring and it's not even close. All right? Don't worry, Andrew. I got you.
So here's the knee. Yep, the knee was not down when the knee landed, which would have made it illegal. So it is legal. There's a left hook by Roman.
Season 8 of Dana White's Contender Series is coming, and as you might expect, we expect it to be better than ever. The series that has launched so many UFC careers returns Tuesday, August 13th. It'll run for 10 straight weeks with some of the best rising talent from around the globe competing for a UFC contract. It is live and exclusive to ESPN+. All right, third and final round. Roman Dolidze in black, Anthony Smith in green, and Lionheart very well could need a finish.
And he must be aware of that now, especially after that last round. Nice low kick.
Smith's done a lot of damage to that lead leg of Dolidze.
Wow, Roman's just clowning him. What is he doing there?
I mean, I would have punched him in the face.
Yeah, I don't understand what that was all about.
I wouldn't have smiled at him. I would have punched him and then slapped him.
He don't play.
Yeah, I'm not playing like that. We're out here to get our money and fight, man.
He just kind of let him dance.
Yeah, what is going on there, man?
Tonight's social media posts are brought by Twisters in theaters July 19th. Get tickets now. Perhaps that speaks to them training together in the past. One of the first ones on game day. Said to us fighter meeting. Just another fight. He's a good person. That's the most important. So there is some
Anthony looks visibly fatigued.
Yeah, he looks tired.
Yeah.
How does he look more tired than Roman? When Roman was going to the fight like a week ago.
Well, Roman must have been training.
He must have been training. And he was in Georgia. And he said he can't really get effective training in Georgia, but he looks pretty good to me.
Well, he had a hard 2 months in Vegas, stayed on his diet at home, and that allowed him to not just take this fight, but perform pretty damn well here through 2+ rounds.
Especially considering he's going up a weight class, right?
Right. I mean, it looks like
He's small. You can tell he's not a light heavyweight. Just so different. Anthony's got bigger legs. His back is bigger. He just doesn't seem to have the energy to allow him to go.
If Delite were to win this fight, in theory, he could be top 10 in 2 weight classes.
You got to stay at middleweight. It's killers that 205 in that top 10.
Yo,
Yeah, you think about him staring down with Lex Pineda.
That would be so bad, crazy. Well, Lex was a middleweight.
Who knows? Who did? He might have used that voodoo.
He did that voodoo.
That might have been it. That might have been the only way he made that way.
That chopper voodoo.
Can someone tell me what trauma means? Let's go. Just someone out there in the internet, please let me know. It's flame. I've been told by the truck. Thank you. Fire,
So
flame.
crazy. No matter what he does and says, it's like cool. I wonder if like for Avatar, he'd be considered cool. Because he sure is now.
Yeah, he's the man who gets.
Smith had landed a right hand a moment ago. Delite finding success with his jab. 2 minutes now to decide.
But now Anthony's actually fighting.
Right hand by Anthony.
And he's landing now. And Roman's starting to get tired because he's having to actually fight back.
Well, this is also the last minute fight, right? You've seen it here.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that extra gas.
Well, Delite better be careful and not sit on this lead as he lands a nice left hand. Under 90 seconds to go. Nice jab by Smith. King Thomas, talk to us, Bo.
Fellas, you also have to understand it's motivation as well. When you got two guys who've trained together before that are friendly and cordial and are taking last-minute fights, this is the type of fight that you get. It's not necessarily this. They put themselves in a position where they can't really lose much. So they're not going to risk a lot. This is why we see the type of fight that we're seeing.
Dean,
Yeah.
I got to tell you something, man. Dan Anderson was my idol. And I tried to kill him in there.
Right. You thought he was a bucket of chicken.
Bro, he was
All right, so we got 45 seconds before the end of this fight, but before we get to the end of this fight, I want to bring somebody on to the stage. He is a villain, and he is a villain of college sports. Mr. Andrew Anderson, what is going on, my man?
Not too much. Just gonna jump on for a little while. Got home late, had to cook and all that. I like go back over the UTSA schedule and the Tulane schedule. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I want to go game by game with this. I mean, I don't have it up, so you'll have to read it out. So
Yeah, hang on. All right, so we're gonna go over University of Texas San Antonio, Kennesaw State, their first game of the season.
they're gonna murder them.
Yeah, absolutely. Texas State, it's gonna be a close game, but I think San Antonio might get the job done, but I'm kind of 50-50 with this game.
UTSA will beat them by 2 scores.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Obviously, they take a loss to University of Texas. As much as I hate saying that,
It's Texas Longhorns. Yeah, that's a loss. So I've
Yeah.
got them at 3-1, and you've got them at 2-2 right now.
2-1.
2-1,
Yeah.
and you got 1-2.
At worst, 1-2. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
keep going.
So looks like Houston Christian, I want to say.
Yeah, they'll murder them.
Yeah. All right. So I got them at 3-1. But next game up, East Carolina. They've always been like under the radar kind of team.
So this isn't your 1990s East Carolina Pirates. It's just not the team that's there. UTSA wins this one as well.
Oh, okay. Wow. I don't know. I mean, East Carolina, like they've had their good games every now and again.
I mean, like I just want to see what our records compare because when I was watching, you like UTSA loses this game, that game. I'm like, wow, I must have missed out some stuff. So let's keep going because you said from East Carolina down, it gets really rough, and I missed that part. So,
Oh yeah, no, I look. Don't get me wrong. I mean, East Carolina, they got to go through essentially murderers row.
what's the next game?
Next game after East Carolina is against Rice.
Rice is a good team, but Texas San Antonio wins that game.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be biased, but I think Florida Atlantic gets the win over San Antonio.
No,
Why? Because I have a sister that goes to Florida Atlantic.
Hey, you pick whichever way makes you happy, but Florida Atlantic ain't winning that game.
That's fair. That's fair. Next game up, San Antonio plays Tulsa.
Tulsa's a decent team, but they're not beating San Antonio.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Next game up, well, they're not winning this game anytime soon. They are San Antonio is going up against Memphis.
Another really good team, but they're not beating Texas San Antonio. What if I got them at 8-1, 9-1 right now?
Damn, so you really think that San Antonio is going to be beating Memphis?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I mean, look, I could really see San Antonio getting the win over North Texas, but against teams like Temple and Army, like they really have oh man.
UTSA, right? Who's next?
So after North Texas, they play Temple.
I always really like Temple because they're in Philadelphia and whatever, but Philadelphia is not beating UTSA. I mean, Temple's not beating UTSA.
Well, I was going to say they are playing Temple at San Antonio.
Which is really weird because Temple they like to pride themselves on being a big dog, but whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. And then to close it out, they play at Army.
As much as I love the military academies, and I do, Army's not beating them.
That's fair enough. All right. So let's talk about Tulane. So, first game up, they're playing Southeast Louisiana. That's an obvious win.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Next game up, they play Kansas State. That's going to be a loss.
So Tulane's going to lose to Kansas State. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That'll be a close game. Gosh, it's a toss-up. Come back to it. It's just I need to think about it more.
All right, fair enough. Next game up, they play Oklahoma.
Tulane's a good team, but I don't think they're better than Oklahoma. Oklahoma wins out.
Okay. Right now, I got Tulane losing against Oklahoma.
I don't know about Kansas State. So right now, we'll say we're at the same.
Okay.
Kansas State would be really bad. Yeah, I'm going with Tulane. So I've only got Tulane losing to Oklahoma so far.
All right, fair enough. Next game up, they play Louisiana. I think Tulane takes the game against Louisiana.
See, the next one is where I want to talk, because Louisiana Lafayette's a good team. Tulane wins the game, but it'll be a pretty good game. Now go to the next game. This is where you stopped me earlier, and I was like, "Hi, go ahead."
Well, here's my thing. The fact that South Florida could go toe to toe. Now, Alabama really wasn't what they used to be last year, but the fact that South Florida really stood toe to toe with them, South Florida might get the job done.
So you got South Florida beating Tulane. So Tulane,
It's a 50-50 kind of game.
50-50. Wow. So Tulane the last 2 years has won 23 games. And they only got a better recruiting class in. South Florida last year was 7-6.
Okay.
And couldn't stop a cold. So I mean, so you said this is what I like. So you said Tulane would blow out Louisiana Lafayette, but yet they would lose to South Florida. I mean, they're gonna beat South Florida by 28 points. That's what I did. Like, they'll kill Louisiana, but lose to South Florida didn't make sense to me.
Hey, that's the beauty of college football.
They're gonna beat them down, like down.
So you got Tulane over South Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
Big.
All right. Fair enough. And the one game that you called me out on, Tulane, maybe this goes Tulane's way. Maybe it goes Alabama, Birmingham's way. I don't know. Every certain teams, they have their way. They have a certain week. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So UAB, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't even have a football team a few years ago. So I don't know if you know the story. The football team got cut. They cut it out of the budget. UAB did not have a football team for years. And then they just brought it back a couple years ago. And they had a great They won 6 games last year. That's a great season.
Hell, 2023 they had a 4-8 record season.
Correct. And Tulane, we're looking at Tulane right now. They have 23 wins the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That is on a high level. UAB, I love the story. I love them bringing the football program back, but they're not getting this win. Where's it at? Where's the game?
I mean, it really comes down to key wins, and I really think UAB gets that key win over Tulane. That's just.
Where's the game played at? Tulane or UAB?
So Tulane is going into UAB.
So I got Tulane winning by 3 scores instead of 5.
Okay. Oh God, I cannot wait for college football.
What's the next one?
All right. Yeah. So after UAB, Tulane is taking on Rice. That's an obvious win.
Yes. Tulane will murder Rice. Correct.
Yes. After that, Tulane will go into North Texas. Let's see. North Texas, they finished 5-7. Maybe it's one of those games where North Texas gets a win, gets like one of those key wins,
I love your enthusiasm, and I love how sports is like you can go either way any given Sunday, right? But there is a better chance that Vanderbilt wins 5 games, then Tulane loses this game.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll agree to that. Anyways, next game up. Tulane at Charlotte. Obviously, Tulane takes it.
Yes.
So this is going to be a very interesting one. From Temple to Navy to Memphis.
Temple, yes, they're 100% beating Temple as much as I love the Philly team. Navy, and I heard you pick the Naval Academy in this game, and like, look, man, I love my armed forces teams, but Navy is a very bad football team right now, and they cannot win this game.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with that.
Memphis, good team. Memphis and UTSA, you would pick Memphis to beat UTSA as well as Tulane. UTSA and Tulane are 2 good teams. There's no way Memphis is sweeping this series. If Memphis sweeps this series, now hear me out. I've got Tulane, but if Memphis wins this series, they beat Tulane, they beat UTSA, they win the American, and everything happens, they will be the G5 school to go into the playoffs. You wouldn't be able to deny them with wins over Tulane and UTSA. That's how good they are. They would definitely win the G5 automatic bid at that point. I mean, if Memphis can pull it off, they will be in the playoffs. I'm calling it now. I don't think Memphis can win either of these games like you do. But if for some reason they do, they'll be in the playoffs.
Bold picks. I love it. I'll love it. I'll love it. See, this is the thing that I love about college football. You never know what's going to happen. Like, we are so focused on the top 25 teams that when it comes to the underrated teams, it's anybody's ball game.
So I just want to point out that UTSA is a really good football team.
Yes.
They have won, I think, 21 games over the past 2 years, which is a lot because they won 12 games year before last. And you said East Carolina will win that game. I think East Carolina has 5 wins over the past 2 years combined. I don't see your logic in it, but I love that you have the Pirate memories because the East Carolina Pirates of the 90s were those dudes.
I mean, this is college football that we're talking about. You never know what's gonna happen.
You don't, but since we were doing teams outside the top 25, not your standard teams, right? You know a schedule that I would like to go over.
What's that?
I would like to go over Coastal Carolinas.
Ooh.
Because the Sun Belt and they don't have Grayson McCall anymore, and their coach left to go coach Liberty, and of course that was year before last, but you get what I'm saying. But their coach left, and they went from a 12-win program to an 8-win program, even with Grayson McCall. So I just I got a lot of people that I see are high on Coastal, got them winning 9 games and stuff like that. And I've been seeing it all over the internet and all that stuff. I haven't even seen the schedule, but I've been thinking about this all day about how all these people got them real high. If you pull it up, let's go game by game, and I'm gonna try to play. How does Coastal get to 9 wins with what they lost? That's the game we're about to play because I don't see it.
All right, so right now I'm looking at American Athletic.
They're in the Sun Belt.
Oh, Sun Belt?
Yes.
Conference USA, Independent. Mountain West. Ooh, that is a good conference to go over. Mountain West. Sun Belt. Okay. What team?
36 They're in the Sun Belt, yeah.
What team?
Coastal Carolina.
Oh yeah. The team that decimated fucking Vanderbilt.
In the baseball, yes.
Yes, sir.
And
All right.
I know that hurt Chris's feelings. I'm gonna send Chris a message.
All right. So right now, they go into Jacksonville State. I think Coastal Carolina gets the win.
No, ain't no way. Jacksonville State has built something special. They got Rich Rodriguez there. You know who Rich
Okay.
Rodriguez is? He coached Michigan, Arizona, and they are balling out. They are 100% balling out. No,
Okay.
Jacksonville State beats them. Coastal can't beat. They don't have Grayson McCall anymore. That franchise quarterback is gone. They're not beating Jacksonville State. Rich Rod got a program building down there. So give me Jacksonville State.
All right. Fair enough. I love it. I love it. I love it. Next game up, William and Mary.
So William and Mary's a FCS school, and not a very good one. so Coastal wins this game. 1-1 Coastal.
Yeah. So next game up, they go into Temple. I really think they lose the game against Temple.
So, I was looking at that, and I was looking at some Temple. I'd actually already looked at Temple and all that earlier. When you mentioned it, I put up my phone. I was like, Temple with that. Trying to remember. Temple. They lost to James Madison last year, like 56.
And the fact that James Madison finished in their conference 11-2.
And they did, and they had a good team. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm thinking about Temple and how they lose to everybody, man. I mean, SMU beat Temple last year by 60 points.
Oh God!
Coastal still has a very good defense. I like Temple's a bad football team. That's why I picked them to get decimated before. I think Coastal wins this game because they still do have talent on defense. I think they could beat Temple right now. I've got them at 2-1.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Next game up, they play Virginia.
Okay, so Virginia is a very bad football team in the ACC that had a very decent recruiting class, and they have a very good head coach.
Okay.
The Coastal had lost a lot. Virginia still had good talent. It's really going to come to where's the game played at?
Versus Virginia. So I think that the Cavaliers are playing at Coastal Carolina.
It's in Conway. Virginia's going to Conway, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, without Grayson McCall, it's not. I got Virginia 2-2.
Yep, that's fair. Next game up, they play Old Dominion, who is really known for being a basketball school.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, Old Dominion had a really, really, really good team, and they had just come up, and I was really excited. And last year, they played Coastal last year. I think Coastal won. And I think Coastal won at Old Dominion last year, which means it's at Coastal Carolina this year. Oh, my God. You talk about a push game. They don't have Grayson McCall, so all right, I'll give them this win. They're 3-2, right? I got them at 3-2.
Okay.
It's at Coastal, right? Because they played Old Dominion last year. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's at Coastal.
All right, I will give Coastal an upset win over Old Dominion.
Okay.
Defense 3-2.
Yep, that's fair. Next game up, they go into James Madison to play the Dukes.
No, James Madison got better after winning 11 games last year. And if I remember, and I can't tell you, but I think James Madison beat the living hell out of Coastal Carolina last year, like bad. Give me James Madison, so 3-3. I'm trying to see how they get to 9. It ain't looking good. They have to win the rest of the games to get to 9 right now, based on what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, I think, like I said, every football team has their day. I think Coastal Carolina gets the win over James Madison.
Wow. Ain't I mean James Madison beat them down. All right, no. All right, cool. So
Hey, hey, look, this is
I got
college
them at,
football. You never know what's gonna happen.
you're right. I got them at 3-3, and you got them at what, 4-2 or 5-1?
Yes.
4-2.
4-2.
Okay. Keep going. What's next?
All right. So next game up, we got Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana.
Louisiana's a hell of a football team.
Mm.
Like I said that on the last schedule that we did. Where's it at? Where's the game played?
It is going to be played at Coastal Carolina.
All right, so give them their fourth win for me. So Coastal wins this game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Next game up, they are at Troy.
At Troy, right?
Yes.
They're not beating Troy at Troy. 4-4.
Okay. Fair enough.
They can't reach 9 now, but keep going. Keep going.
So this next game is definitely going to be interesting. Why? Because this team has been on the come up as of recently. Coastal Carolina versus Appalachian State.
All right. So here's the deal. Appalachian State's a really fucking good football team.
Yes.
You know, they started in the Southern Conference with my boys Furman. You know how much I love them. And Georgia Southern was there. Marshall was there back when I was a kid. They were all in the Southern Conference. Appalachian State beat down James Madison last year. Beat them down. One of James
Madison. And Appalachian State nearly got the win over North Carolina.
And should have with that bullshit call. But they beat the hell out of James Madison, who went 11-2. So one of their 2 losses was a blowout loss. Coastal cannot win this football game. At 4-5 for me. I don't know where you're at, but I'm at 4-5 right now.
Yeah, no, I really think that Appalachian State gets the win over Coastal Carolina.
Yes.
So next game up, they are at Marshall.
At Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said Marshall used to be in the Southern Conference with him, and you know Randy Moss and all that. And Marshall got really good for a while. Marshall was like Tulane; they were winning a bunch of games, but Marshall's a very bad football team right now. Even at home, and it's crazy in West Virginia, but even at home, Coastal Carolina's defense will pull them to the win. So I got them 5-5 right now.
Okay. Last 2 games, we got Georgia Southern and Georgia State.
Oh, so Georgia Southern and Georgia State. Georgia Southern was a very good football team in the Southern Conference because they were there too. We were just talking about the Southern Conference, right? And but they're really, really bad. Coastal wins this game. I got them at 6-5, and the last game was Georgia State. Georgia State really wasn't that good last year, and their head coach, the only reason they had any recruits at all, jumped ship to be a tight ends coach at the University of South Carolina. Coastal wins that game too. So I got them at 7-5.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. What is it? I think I got them at 8-3, 9-2 tops.
Well, you mean 9-3 or 8-4, 9-3 tops?
Yes.
So you do see a path for Coastal to get to 9 wins without Grayson McCall.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few games on Coastal's schedule that I think that they can get some of the key wins.
So I will concede that schedule is easier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, the hard games in the Sun Belt they're going to lose. I already said that, but normally Coastal Carolina, you look at their schedule, they've got a North Carolina on there. I guess Virginia is whatever. They've got an SEC team on there because they play Tennessee, South Carolina, all of that. They have a Big 12
Naturally.
team out there because they have West Virginia. They didn't have any of that this time, just Virginia. That's it. The rest of it was just Sun Belt schedule and whatever. So yeah, I meant like they have a more favorable schedule than I would have thought that they would have. But I still like 9 wins without Grayson McCall is going to be hard.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Jesus. Just looking at some of these teams, man. Oh man, I cannot wait for college football season to start because there are so many teams right now that you just look at them and you just think, you know what? They're going to be a lot better than people think that they're going to be.
Right. So there's always parity, right? So I do got exciting news. I got special permission to do a 4th of July show this Thursday. So that is really, really cool. So Billings will be on this Thursday. After all, be prepared for a lot of 4th of July. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah, that is what's up. And big shout out to Dog Media Network for making something like this happen and being able to obviously have a 4th of July type show happen, and it doesn't get much better than this.
So yeah, Dog TV is doing really, really well right now. They gave me special permission to do a show. But let's talk about their website, right? So they put out a lot of articles, our podcasts, links are on there and all that. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about it.
The College Football Dogs website had over 100,000 visitors this month alone, shattering the previous record. Partnerships with FWAA. They've really become a huge entity, and this is a very exciting time. I'm very excited to be a part of this. I got to be honest with you. 100,000 views on a media company, but not really a media company that's only a year old. Like we just had our first year birthday. I've been there since the beginning. I'm one of the few. And this really started out with a dream and a vision from Hunter and Colin. They're like, hey, we can do this. This is what we want to be. And they came in, they applied it, they put it out. I can't really tell you all the work and long nights that I personally saw them put in, and I was with them a lot of the way, but I only had a small little part in it. Watching them come in every single day, putting in the work, building the website, really went 100 with it. Nothing to say but respect and just excitement for the future. Credentialed at so many different conferences now. It's really an exciting time. So let's get back to some more college football after my little dissertation there.
Hey, I you couldn't have even hit the nail on the head as much as you did. But yeah, let's get back into some college football because we are nearly 60 days away from college football kickoff. And it is crazy. So
no, I asked you if you had Xbox. So, because that's what I have. I'm an Xbox guy. So when 25 comes out, we can play.
Well, I'm nostalgic like that, so I still have a Xbox 360. Hell, even as a Christmas gift, my wife got me a Nintendo GameCube, if you can believe that.
Oh no, man! Look, you talking to somebody who has every video game system ever, man. I've got Atari, Nintendo, Sega, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I have them all. Like that. I mean, a GameCube is a gift for anybody in this house. Like even the kids, man, they'd be excited to get it. So I'm not at all. That is not a stretch of the imagination for us. I promise you.
I mean, look, even when my wife told me, like, hey, I'm going to get you a Nintendo GameCube, so pick out a game. The first game I saw, I kid you not, was NFL Street. The greatest football game of all time, and it's not even close.
College football is the greatest football game, but you're speaking like that kind of football. I got to give the nod to NFL Blitz. I'm older than you, so
Ooh,
Blitz,
okay, yep.
it was fun because
Yeah.
you had these people on the other side going to make you eat that ball and just run, grab them by the helmet, suplex them over. I mean, it was cool. It was.
I'll give it, yes. I
Yeah.
will 100% give you NFL Blitz.
But
Like,
Street
hell,
was fun.
oh my God. You got to do the Hogan leg drop
Yeah.
on people.
You did.
All right. So, let's get back to college football right now. Who is a team right now that you would want to go over going into the 2024 season?
You know what I haven't looked at yet, and I think it'd be really fun. Let's look at Notre Dame's schedule. I haven't looked at it at all. Let's see how many wins Notre Dame can get.
Yep. They are in the independent. They are going into the season ranked number 14. Oh, wow. Okay, so starting things off, they are going up against Texas A&M.
All right, so Texas A&M. Where's the game played?
At Texas A&M.
So Notre Dame schedules these games because they're independent and they don't have a conference to rely on. So they have a partial agreement with ACC, and then they have to go out and schedule games. Going into last year, this game would be really scary, and Texas A&M would have really won that game. But Texas A&M is in a shambles. They fired a coach. They paid $90 million halfway through the season. Everybody jumped ship when the season was over. Notre Dame, when Marcus Freeman took over for Brian Kelly, they lost one little step, but the recruiting stayed there. I know it's the SEC, but oh gosh, man, like I think Notre Dame goes into College Station and wins this game.
I know, like that was my thing too. Like I really I wanted to say because it is the SEC. I think Texas A&M comes out on top, but I think Notre Dame might play upset alert.
Yeah, Notre Dame wins this game. They're a better football team, and Texas A&M just lost their baseball coach to Texas. But anyway,
yeah, they did. Fucking Texas of all teams.
Yeah, Texas A&M. Notre Dame's a better football team, and they're better coached. So give me Notre Dame in an upset.
All right, yeah, that's fair. All right, so we got them 1-0. Versus next game up, they are at home against Northern Illinois.
This isn't the Northern Illinois of the 90s that won the MAC and won 12 games. And no, Northern Illinois is a bad football team. This will be a beatdown from beginning to end.
I mean, Northern Illinois, they do have their good years and bad years, but unfortunately, it's not this year.
No,
so
not beating Notre Dame. No.
Yeah, no, give me Notre Dame any day of the week.
Yes.
Oh my God. So after Northern Illinois, they go into Purdue, arguably one of the best rivalries in college football.
That Purdue is a very bad football team. They're not beating Notre Dame. No, Notre Dame is 3-0.
Okay, fair enough. Next game up, we got Notre Dame or Miami, Ohio at Notre Dame.
Look, I love Miami, Ohio, because it's the Miami that you don't have to fucking deal with their bullshit. But no, they're not beating Notre Dame.
No, they won't. Next game up, Louisville visits them.
Louisville?
Yes.
So this is the team that Chris says is going to win the ACC and beat Clemson and Florida State and all this bullshit.
Yeah,
Louisville's not beating Notre Dame.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Notre Dame is getting the win over Louisville.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
All right. So this is, granted, they've lost a set, but I think this is going to be a shootout for the ages. Stanford visits Notre Dame.
Stanford is worse than Vanderbilt right now. That is a fact.
Ooh,
They are
okay.
bad football team. Notre Dame kills them. And Stanford's in the ACC now, so that's cool. Gives them another bullshit win. But go ahead.
All right. Next game up, they Georgia Tech visits them.
So, all right. So Georgia Tech, Notre Dame is a old rivalry. A lot of people don't realize. If you remember the movie Rudy, which I'm sure you do,
yes.
As a Notre Dame fan, it was Georgia Tech that Rudy got his famous sack on. This is famous in lore. Georgia Tech has a really good football team that their new coaches really put some spot on them. Unfortunately for them, they're not as good as Notre Dame. So I still got Notre Dame undefeated at this point.
All right. Oh God. Well, this sends me back to my roots, military wise. But Navy comes to visit Notre Dame, but I gotta give the win to Notre Dame.
I love the Notre Dame Navy rivalry because it's an old one that dates back to the 1800s.
Yes.
I love it. But yeah, fucking Naval Academy is not beating Notre Dame.
No. Now, as much as I hate admitting that, God. Yeah, Notre Dame is just too good at college football, and it's, I mean, they're just too good at college basketball as well. But this next game is sure to be a good one. Or I should say these next two games. So, Florida State comes to visit Notre Dame. This might be the same Florida State that went undefeated and unfortunately lost 63-3 against Georgia in the Orange Bowl.
So, all joking aside, Florida State is a very good football team.
Mm-hmm.
They're not elite level like Alabama, Georgia, as we saw, but they're very good football team. Their coach is very shady, cheater. He got caught cheating a lot in this deal. I told you he lives off of mercenaries. We've had this discussion many times: culture versus mercenaries. Notre Dame is a culture with Freeman. Florida State is mercenaries, putting together, stealing players, paying money. Like it's not the same thing. Notre Dame wins this game, and it's in South Bend too. Yeah, Notre Dame is beating Florida State.
Ooh, okay. So we got another game in South Bend, and Virginia is coming to pay a visit.
Hey, look, we had to debate for a minute if Virginia could beat Coastal Carolina. Gosh, man, Virginia is not a great football team. They're not beating Notre Dame. I think Virginia won 4 games last year. They're a bad football team.
Yeah, you might be right. Might have to look over Virginia's schedule, but yeah. So right now, looks like Notre Dame is ending this season somewhat undefeated.
Is that all of them? Have we done 12?
Not yet. So next team up that is visiting them is the Army.
I love West Point, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Naval Academy is what college football is all about. Army versus Navy. That's why they put it at the end of the year, because it's the game that matters.
Yes.
But with that being said, they ain't beating Notre Dame.
Facts.
They are beating Navy, though.
You said what?
Now, they did last year.
We'll see about that.
Better football team than Navy.
We'll see about that. I love it. I love it, though. I love it. I love it. I love it. Do not get me wrong. One of the oldest college football rivalries in college football, obviously, Navy and Army. But last game of the season, they go into USC to take on the University of Spoiled Children.
So, gosh, at USC, right? USC is a very fine football team. They really are, and the game was really
They've been 50-50.
The game was really close last year in Notre Dame. It was in South Bend last year. The problem for USC is Caleb Williams is not there.
No.
The problem for USC is they have a brutal. They're not in the Pac-12 anymore. They have to play Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, like week in, week out. They have to play these really tough games.
Yes, they got to go to the Big Ten and play like some serious contending teams.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it through the season without injuries and something like that. But no, I got Notre Dame going undefeated.
All right. That's fair.
But I'm going to have to jump off. I got to work in the morning. So enjoy the fights, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe we are on the co-main event. So, yeah, I want to appreciate you for jumping on and the fact that we could talk about college football. And, yeah.
I would enjoy the fight.
Oh, so looks like we are in Vegas because Max Crosby is in the building and we got Gilbert Burns in the building and obviously the Iceman, motherfucking Chuck Liddell, baby. Oh, God. One of the best to ever do it. If you don't know who Chuck Liddell is, you best look up his highlights on YouTube right motherfucking now because oh my God. Look up his fight against Tito Ortiz. Matter of fact, look up his rivalry against Tito Ortiz because it is not even close. Those two cemented a legacy for the UFC and paved the way for the UFC. And it's not even close. The Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell made the UFC what it is today. Now, obviously, you could make the argument that Ken Shamrock made the UFC what it is today, but I mean, come on. Like, you had Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Rich Franklin, Anderson Silva, Chris Lieben. I mean, come on. The list goes on and on. But we are currently all right. So, we are in the main event of the evening. Alex Pereira takes on a guy that can actually do the splits. Like, it blows me away. But leading up to this fight, we are going to go into a commercial break, and I will see y'all back in a bit.
Nobody can stop me now. Nobody can stop me now. can stop me now. Nobody 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 can stop me now.
All right, and we are back. We are leading up to the main event of the evening. Alex Pereira, I'm not even going to attempt the last name of the guy that he is facing. Why? Because I don't want to fucking nuke it. But we are doing the build-up promo right now. Oh, man. This is sure to be a good one right now. I'll tell you what. Alex Pereira. Man, Alex Pereira is him. He really waved off Herb Dean to you know what kind of savage you got to be to do that kind of shit? Ooh. I think he's a guy that scares a lot of people, and I'm not even gonna. But with all the training I did, yeah, Alex Pereira is definitely him. The fact that who was it? Israel Adesanya? No, it wasn't Adesanya. Oh my God, Kamara Usman? It might have been Usman. If it was Kamara Usman, let me know in the comments. Because Alex Pereira, man, he is one of motherfucking one. And here we go to the main event of the motherfucking evening. Here we go. The main event of the motherfucking evening. And introducing the fucking challenger. Oh, so because it is UFC 303, looks like the fighters are wearing some gold gloves, and it works. It works. Somehow, some way, it works for the fighters. Like, it works that they are wearing gold gloves. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, Yuri Procheska. I really hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, let me know in the comments. But yeah, Yuri Procheska. I'm pretty sure this is the dude that, like, if he got a knockout, he could do the splits. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's him. All right, so he is a. All right, but this is a UFC light heavyweight matchup. You talk about a competition between power and speed. Look no further than the light heavyweight division in the UFC. I tell you what. All right, so Yuri you know what? I'd rather not. I'd rather not butcher his name. So, all right. Next up, we got the entrance of Alex Pereira. All right, so we got the entrance of Alex Pereira, but it is that time. While Alex Pereira is making his entrance, it is that time of the week when it's time to play Name That MLB Player, where I describe a baseball player based on his career path while playing in the MLB. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, let's get into the segment. Now, this player got his career started and he debuted with the LA Dodgers in 1992 and would also go on to win Rookie of the Year as well. Now now he would suffer some contract disputes with the Dodgers, but he but at the time he would be traded to the Florida Marlins, where he only spent 1 year with them before getting traded to the New York Mets, where he would really shine and also be a part of the 2000. He would also be a part of the 2000. Oh my God. He would be a part of the 2000 New York Mets World Series appearance team. Unfortunately, at the time, the New York Yankees were running things. Oh, God. Yeah, I did ring. Because we are actually going over name that MLB player. And like I said, he started his career with the LA Dodgers. He won Rookie of the Year while playing with the LA Dodgers. Um, and during contract disputes, he would get traded to the Florida Marlins in 1998. After the Marlins, he would get traded to the New York Mets, where he would be a part of the 2000 New York Mets um, World Series appearance. So, anyways, he would remain with the Mets up until 2005, and before signing a 1-year deal with the San Diego Padres. Now, this was obviously back when the Padres actually had a good uniform to fucking look at. Aside from that, anyways, during his time in San Diego, his time in San Diego was short-lived, as he would spend one season with them before signing a deal with the Oakland Athletics as a free agent in 2007. And then in September of 2007, he would finally call it a career. Now, if you know who this player is, because if his time during the Mets didn't give it away. Anyways, yeah. So for this MLB player, if you didn't know who it is, then his time during the Mets up until 2005 definitely should have more than likely given it away. But again, if you don't know who it is, oh, so Vandy Chris knows who it is. Please entertain us. Entertain us with who you think this MLB player is. Please, oh, please, oh, please. This is why I do this segment for a reason. Now, I know you know who this player is, but I want to see if you anyways, I want to see if you know who this MLB player is. Yes, sir! Big round of applause to Vandy Chris. He knew. He knew it. He knew it. And like I said, if his time during the New York Mets wasn't a dead giveaway, then I don't know what was. But Vandy Chris knew who it was. Obviously, if you can't tell. Well, hold on. What? Dandy is better than Notre Dame? No, 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 no. Notre Dame is easily better than Vanderbilt. I will fight, or I will die on that hill fighting that battle. Oh, God. But, so we are currently in the main event of the evening for UFC 303. All right. So hopefully this fight actually goes a lot better than I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping for a fucking slugfest because this is the UFC light heavyweight motherfucking division, and I cannot wait. Um, but so last subject of tonight's episode is going to be some MLB predictions. So right now we got Detroit Tigers at Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Anyways, I'm going to have to go with Detroit. Uh Next up we got Minnesota at Seattle. I'm going to have to go with Seattle. Somehow, some way, Seattle is actually leading the AL West when the World Series champions, being the Texas Rangers, should be leading the AL West. Whatever. It is what it is. I got the Seattle Mariners winning. Let's move on. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies at Chicago White Sox. I'm going to have to go with the Colorado Rockies. Why? Because the Chicago White Sox fucking suck. Anyways, next game up, we got the Cincinnati Reds at St. Louis Cardinals. Man, as much as I want to bet against the St. Louis Cardinals, you know what? I might as well. I'm gonna have to go with the Cincinnati Reds. Now, this is definitely gonna be a good matchup. We got the New York Yankees at the Toronto Blue Jays. Whoops. I am actually going over games that have actually happened. Wow. So let's move on to Sunday, shall we? Anyways, we got Pittsburgh going into Arizona. Now, if it ain't Paul Skeens or Jared Jones, definitely taking wow. Arizona. Wow. Okay. Pittsburgh is going into Atlanta. Now, like I said, if it ain't Paul Skeens or Jared Jones going into Atlanta to take the mound, give me Atlanta any day of the motherfucking week. All right. So, next game up, we got Miami going into Philadelphia. Philadelphia is just such a hard place to win. I'm going to have to give the win to the Phillies. Now, this next game, you know what? Give me San Diego over Boston because San Diego is going into Boston. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it is a pitcher's duel. Maybe it's not. I honestly don't know. Next game up, we got New York against, going into Toronto. Pitcher's duel, we got Garrett Cole versus Kevin Gausman. I'm gonna have to go with Garrett Cole and the New York Yankees. All right. Next game up, we got the Houston Astros at the New York Mets. Luis Severino is taking the mound for the Mets. Never doubted Severino for a second. So, gonna have to take Severino and the Mets in this one. Next game up, we got Washington taking on Tampa, or going into Tampa to take on the Rays. This is sure to be a good one. Patrick Corbin versus Taj Bradley, but I really think that Washington gets the win over Tampa. This is definitely going to be a good one. The Chicago Cubs go into Milwaukee to take on the Brewers as Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Chicago Cubs. I really think that the Cubs get it done, especially with Kyle Hendricks on the mound. Next game up, another certified banger. Another certified banger, Cleveland versus Kansas City. Kansas City has been on a hot streak for so long. I'm going to have to take Kansas City on this one. Next game up, we got Colorado going into Chicago to take on the White Sox. I'm going to have to take Colorado on this one. Next game up, Cincinnati at St. Louis. Hunter Green is on the mound, and for the Cardinals, it is going to be Lance Lynn. Man, it's so hard to choose, but I'm gonna have to go with the Cincinnati Reds. Why? Because Ellie De La Cruz is electrifying. The Cincinnati Reds, and it obviously shows. Next game up, we got the LA Dodgers versus at the San Francisco Giants. James Paxton is on the mound for the Dodgers, and for the Giants, it is undecided. Oh dear Lord! Oh my God! Oh my, yeah! Dude is looking like me when I had a seizure the other day. Wow! Dude can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Wow. Okay. So here I am making MLB predictions, and Alex Pereira knocks this dude the fuck out. Wow. No. Go back to the replay. Go to the replay. All right, let's see what happened. Oh, a high kick. Oh my God, a head kick. Wow, a head kick from Alex Pereira, then finishes him what looks like via TKO. Wow. Oh. That head kick was crazy. Jesus, Mary and Saint Michael. That was, oh my God, that was a crazy. Hang on. Forget, damn. Forget Major League Baseball. Wow. Alex Pereira just knocked this dude the friggin' hell out. Yeah, because college baseball matters anymore. Who won the national championship? I believe it was Tennessee for the first time since the Miami Hurricanes of 1999. But please tell me otherwise. How is college baseball better than Major League Baseball? How? please tell me how fucking college baseball is any better than Major League Baseball. All right? Please tell me how. That was pure motherfucking knockout. "13 seconds in the second round. Alex Pereira wins by TK motherfucking O. That is crazy. Man. But I'll tell you what. We got a lot more games to look over come tomorrow. But we shall see what happens come tomorrow. And I really think some of these predictions do come true. So for right now, watch 2-3 games every day during the season in college baseball. I can't watch. That's your argument? Yeah, of course the rivalries are better because this is college baseball that we're talking about. Keyword college. All right? Like, did you forget that it is college? I mean, we're still going like if if Alabama and Auburn were to get together, it would still be the same type of environment that it would be for the Iron Bowl when it comes to college football. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyways, like I said, there's a lot more baseball game or MLB games to be predicted, but we shall see what happens come tomorrow. Until then, Alex Pereira retained his UFC light heavyweight championship 13 seconds into the second round. So until next time, I will see y'all later. Peace.